Hello and welcome along. Today we are back on the Gwenthar. We are up at our new barns, at our new area. And today we are going to do all three parts of our silage setup. So we're going to be using all three of these bits. We're going to go through and we're going to cut both of these fields. We're going to row them up and then we are going to use the forage harvester to collect them. So it will be pretty condensed in. But this is the thing. We are in a position at the moment that this is basically what we need to do in order to make the money. So that's what we're going to be doing. Now this will probably be our last silage harvest before we cover our silage clamp down at the BGA. My thinking behind this is we're in a position where we want to start getting in some money for that. We're probably about halfway through this series. I think we're about episode 13, if I remember correctly. And really, at this point, I want to be going, okay, let's expand our stuff. Let's get some more equipment and some more stuff. So hopefully, we'll have enough down there to do that. Right, so I need to switch to reverse drive. Like so. There we are. And so that's my hope at this point, is that we have enough to be able to do that. There we go. Hold it down, and away we go. So we're going to get this cut, the new shape of our field cut, and we'll get this rowed up, and then we will get all of this done for silage, so the forage harvester out and get all this done for silage. We'll do a couple of headlands before we do this, but yeah, whole idea behind today is to get this cut and rowed and forage, and then we will see how much we have in the BJ at the end of it. So I will see you in a bit. One of the things we are going to have to do going forward is, you can see this corner here. This is where we tried to build our yard initially. And, of course, it failed. While it's still marked as grass, no grass is growing there at the moment, so it does need to be reseeded. So, yeah, we're going to have to plough that bit up and reseed it. Another reason why I kind of want to get started with our other equipment, because we're going to need a seeder in general anyway. And so that will get that corner done. This is our third headland. I don't really need to do that. We'll go through and do this third headland as well, I think. I might not actually. I think what we'll do is we'll cut in here and start going round. So yeah, we will have this field done momentarily. There we go. That is field 3 cut. We'll move on to field 4 now. We're going to have to fold up our outer one, but that's all right. There we go. We'll fold them out again. Turn them on once they're folded out. Make sure I'm not putting it down on the gateway. Close, but good. Right down, and away we go. So we're going to go clockwise around this one. We'll do 2 headlands and cut it out. Something that you may have noticed is we're not trailing the windrower behind us like we did last time we did this. My reasoning for that is, as several people pointed out in the comments, not a wholly realistic way of doing it. It is in the game, it's possible and it's fairly efficient. But to be perfectly honest, I like trying to do things fairly realistically. So yeah, not being a realistic thing to do, I decided not to go that route. Again, we're getting caught up in the field depth between this field here. I think field 7, based on the fact that we keep having troubles cutting various bits of field 4. I think field 7 may be a good purchase for us, so I might, on my way down to the BGA, go and see and work out how much field 7 is for us to purchase. Because at the moment, it looks like it's our best bet. I'm not quite sure what's happened with these slightly dead bits here. It's not like they're not growing at all, but yeah, certainly there's something odd going on. Right, so one more headland, and then I am going to cut into the field. So we're cutting into the field now. We're into headlands all done. We should get this out in pretty much no time at this point. It's the nice thing about the width of these mowers is that they do make short work of this job. I need to go a little bit further over. I've realised I could actually use GPS for this because this tractor does have GPS, and it's one of the few rules I have in so far as that kind of thing. Is I only really like to use the GPS mode if the tractor I'm using is a tractor installed with GPS. Oh, I actually did that perfectly. Very happy with that. We should get the full width in. Let's have a look. Yes, just about. A few tufts. Oh yeah. A few tufts there. That's alright. We will get most of that in the catch up. But yeah, we've got about half this field left, so we'll get that cut, and then we'll go get the windrower. Okay, so coming to the end here of the cut field. A little bit to do over here. Then we're going to go and get the windrower out, and get this road up ready to get the forage harvester on it. Little bit over here that we missed. Otherwise, it's we're pretty good. I'm pleased with that. We've made good progress there. So yeah, we'll go and put these mowers away. So off, fold, fold. I'm not worry about turning the reverse drive off quite yet. It was a little bit of a mistake to not get sheds that were tall enough to take this, but at the end of the day, that's a minor thing for me. Right, so we're going back to forwards. There we are. Right, let's hook up our windrower. And then we're going to start with the main body of the field, followed by the headlands, because that way we don't end up with big piles that we have to try and lift our windrower over. There we go. Right, so let's head down here. Line ourselves up. Unfold our tool first, obviously. On, down it goes, and away we go. Should work very nicely, very easily on this, and get this road up fairly quickly. But as I say, we do the main body of the field first, so that then when we come to the ends here, we're not trying to then run over big heaps of grass and have the windrower not do those. We just want to sort of road this up first, and then we can go around the two headlands and make sure that is all hunky-dory. Should be. Get 3 rows at a time. Right, so we will get the rest of this done and move on to field 4. So we're coming round the headland, the last bit of headland on this field. it's yeah, it seems to be a decent amount of grass here. One of the things we've had an issue with so far, and part of the reason why you might notice that we're running on 1 times today, is that we always seem to have this issue where we can't quite get get enough fertilizer on these fields before they grow back. I mean, we're on 3-stage fertilization, and we can't ever really seem to get more than well, we've only got 1 so far. It would be nice to see us get at least 2 stages, if not the full 3. So yeah, I think you get 1 level just by cutting it, to be honest. But it does seem to be an issue in that we're not getting all of the stages of fertilization down all the time. So I want to try and do that a bit more. We need to go and do our other field, so that's going to require us to fold this up. But first, we've got to get this last little bit here. So we've got that. Yep. Turn off. Pick up. Fold up. Just want to get around the side of the barn without doing that. Right, and into our other field. So again, we're going to go and do the headlands first. So we're going to go and get ourselves lined up down the bottom here. We've done 2 headlands, so the first 6 rows are not part of what we want. So here is where we will be. Unfold. And on and down. Right, let's get this field windrowed up, and then we can get our forage harvester out. Right, that is the main body of the field done. I'm now going to start on the headlands. It's a little bit thinner down this end because I came back out to get those bits where it said the field wasn't ours or wasn't one that we owned. So yeah, that did. I came out a little bit there, which means it's a little bit less wide down that bottom bit. But we're a little bit more wide up on this top bit. Sometimes trying to get 4 rows in just doesn't work. As you can see from what we've just done there, it's going to be really tough to get all of that in a row, but we should be alright. Pull in here. So, but we've got a decent number of rows and a decent amount of grass off here again. We didn't have, so as I said, we haven't managed to fertilise this time. So what's happened here is this is a non-fertilised crop, really, of grass, and with any luck, it will produce a good amount. We're gonna, when we do the foraging the first time, we're gonna check down at the BGA how much we have. I'm hoping for a good amount down there. If we can get a couple of 100,000 off what we've done so far here, we will be in a good place when it comes to doing the setup. So we will see how we do. But I'm going to get the last one of this out, and then we will go and we will get the forage harvester out and start collecting up this grass for the BGA. So we've completed the windrowing now, and we are on to the silage harvester, or the forage harvester. We are just finishing off the first round of headland on field 3, and it's going to be about 50% of the trailer, which is pretty good. So headland should be combined a full trailer's worth. This trailer holds about just under 30,000 litres. I think it's about 28,000 litres. And we've had quite a few off here, so I'm expecting several hundred litres is what we've got in the EGA. which will be good, which will bring in a whole load of money. It's worth about, I think it's worth about about 600 or 700 pounds a time for 1,000 litres. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what it produces, but we'll get this trailer done, and I'll probably say what I'll do is I'll see you down at the BGA next, and we'll have a look at exactly how much we have, and we can then estimate how much money we should have to play with. So yeah, I'll get this trailer full, and I will see you down there in a bit. So we're approaching the BGA now. We have, so the trailer confirmed as holding 26,750 litres, and looking at glance, there's a fair amount actually in here. Looking at glance, we have 255,000. Probably want four-wheel drive to go through here. There we go. So yeah, a really decent amount in here. With this will probably give us 350,000 at the end of the day. Once we've emptied these trailers out, I think we're going to get about 4 trailers worth off these 2 fields, which is fantastic. And in doing that, we will send ourselves well over 350,000 litres, which will give us a good base. We should have about £200,000 from that to play with. So that will give us the opportunity to possibly buy a small combine, a little bit of kit, and basically I think Field 7 is a really good candidate for us. Next time I come down this way, I will have a look at how much it costs. For now though, I'm going to get the rest of Field 3 clear and move on to Field 4. So the rest of Field 3 seems to be producing about 60-70%, so we won't get the whole way round the next field's headland, I don't think. Well, no, we won't. It's the headland on Field 4 is much bigger than the headland on Field 3, so definitely won't get all the way around that. Field 3 has produced a trailer and I would think 3/4, which is a really decent amount, especially considering how much on the field we've used for our shed. So I'm happy with that. So I'm going to get this finished off, get this trailer full, and we'll go and tip that, and we'll see how far we are into Field 4 at that point. So we made it about a third of the way around the field, maybe even only as little as a quarter, before we had to empty the trailer. We've got over 300,000 litres in the BGA now. I think we definitely have 2 more trailers off here, so we're definitely going to have at least 350,000 litres in the BGA by the time we finish this. And I think that's going to be a good amount. That is going to be a fantastic amount. So what we'll do next time, I think, is we will get that compacted and sorted. So we'll see if we can get some tools that will help us compact that a bit. The bucket we have is not great. It's not huge. So I think we might need a bigger bucket. But in general, I think we're in a pretty good place to start expanding quite a bit going forwards and getting ourselves some more equipment. But as I said, right now I need to get these last 2 trailers done. So yeah, I'm going to get these done, and then we'll see where we are at the end. So this is coming up to the full of the second of 2 trailers that I thought was going to finish off this field. And as you can see, we still have a lot of grass on this field. So I'm thinking we may even have the better part of a 3rd trailer full here, which is fantastic news. That is going to put us very near to 400,000 litres. I need to go and tip this one first, yeah, I'm really pleased. If we can get fairly close to 400,000 litres, that is gonna really set us up well. And I'm quite pleased with the way this is going, and the way this is working out. So we'll get this tipped. I'll come back and I will get this collected up, and we will see exactly how close to that 3rd trailer and 400,000 litres we can get. So here we are, coming to the last the end of the last windrow on field 4. We actually had another entire trailer off this field, and we got another 61% here. We've got a few bits to sort of clear up and finish off, but nothing, you know, there's not a huge amount left on this field. Yeah, it's a massive amount. I think I will leave that for next time that we do this. But I'm impressed. We've had a huge amount off this field. Of both of these fields, to the point where we've got 18,461 currently in our trailer. That actually takes us over 400,000 litres in the BGA. We'll go down there and tip that to finish this off today. But I'm impressed. We are going to be in a really good stead going forwards. We're going to need to do a couple of missions because we need a little bit of equipment to compact our silage properly. But we are going to be properly set up now. We are definitely in a position where we want to compact this, get this fermenting, and then sell it off as quickly as we can. Always tight corners. There we go. And if we can do that, then we are going to be in a fantastic position. We are going to be able to start getting a couple of fields, start getting some crops, all that sort of thing. And so back after this series, we'll be setting ourselves up. It's quite interesting. I'm finding doing it this way. I'm hoping this is, or I'm expecting this is mimicking FS19's starting from scratch, hence the name of this series. But it is interesting. You spend a lot of time in this initial bit trying to raise as much money as you can to then get your farm established and get yourself going. So it will be interesting to see where we go from here. That basically is a very nice big pile of silage. We are at, there we go, 403,746 litres of chaff. So I'm happy with that. That's good. We are in a great position going forwards. I'm going to leave this here for today, though. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from FendtFarmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.